Hello everyone, myself Navya, working as a lecturer at Milagros College, Mangalore. So today's topic that is malnutrition. So before discussing the topic malnutrition, let us know what is nutrition and the nutrients which are present in the food. So the term nutrition mainly refers to the science of food and the components which are present in the food, that is nutrients as well as other substances present with relevance to the health and disease. So thus nutrition refers to the action, interaction and balance of nutrients, so wherein their digestion, absorption, metabolism and excretion, as well as their functions and significance in maintaining the optimum health. So that is physiological, social and mental health throughout the life. So coming to the nutrients. So what are nutrients? So nutrients are the substances present in food which can be utilized by the body to obtain energy as well as to facilitate the multiplication of cells, regulate various metabolic processes in the body and also to protect from several diseases. So if we are consuming the nutrients in the optimum quantities. So nutrients are present in food includes that are proteins, carbohydrates, wherein carbohydrates includes also fiber, fats, vitamins, minerals and water. So these are the nutrients which are majorly present in the food, and those nutrients perform various functions in the body. So the next term, that is nutritional status. So what do you mean by nutritional status and how we can assess the nutritional status of a person? So the nutritional status of an individual is defined as the condition of health as influenced by the utilization of nutrients in the body. So the nutritional status of an individual or a group of people can be assessed by surveying the kind as well as amount of food that is being consumed, as well as signs of any ill health or deficiency symptoms of present, and height, weight as well as other measurements. So the level of the nutrients which are present in the body as well as excreted in the urine. So by all these means we can find the nutritional status of a person or as well as a group of people. So good nutrition and health are closely interlinked. Clean, wholesome, nutritious food that will promote the health and keeps the person away from the disease. So coming to the malnutrition. So what is malnutrition? Why we say it as a malnourished person? So malnutrition is a medical condition associated with inadequate, high or disproportionate intake of nutrients. If a person is consuming inadequate amount or higher amounts of nutrients, so then we get a condition called that is malnutrition. So malnutrition can impair physical, mental and social health. So it is commonly associated with the following factors. So that is consumption of energy and protein below the requirements for the maintenance of growth. So if a person is consuming below the requirements of the protein, so then it will be associated the problems in maintenance and the growth of a person. So the second factor, that is consumption of excessive calories. So that the condition is called as obesity. If a person is consuming excessive calories of nutrients, so a condition that is associated with this is called obesity. So third factor, that is excessive loss of nutrients. So the loss of nutrients are being lost, so that is by diarrhea, vomiting, chronic illness, etc. Or increased energy expenditure. So increased energy expenditure could be continuous exercise or continuously involving oneself in any of the activities. So that causes the excessive loss of the nutrients. So fourth factor, that is overconsumption of certain nutrients. So that is by using health supplements or any of the crash diets. So when your person is consuming the prolonged content of the nutrients, certain nutrients, so that causes some of the disorders. So malnutrition is of two types, that is one is undernutrition. So undernutrition is mainly refers to the poor health resulting from depletion of the nutrients in the body due to inadequate nutrients intake or loss of nutrients from the body for a considerable period of time. So it also results in increased frequency of illness due to infections, injuries, metabolic diseases, etc. So for instance, inadequate intake of nutrients such as proteins and vitamins lowers the resistance to infections. So it not only with the proteins and vitamins, if a person is consuming any other nutrients, that could be carbohydrates or lipids, so that causes a certain kind of disorders in a person's body. So during infection, there are losses of nutrients from the body that could be like vomiting or diarrhea. So increased breakdown of body tissues. So and lowered intake of food due to anorexia. So anorexia means that is the reduced feeling of hunger. So by all means, there are chances that a person could be undernutritious. So these further enhance the state of deficiency rate and make the person more susceptible to the infection. So this is often termed as a vicious cycle of undernutrition and infection. So this is a viscous cycle of undernutrition and infection. So that could be like undernutrition, that is low food intake, so then low nutrient intake, then that results the compromised immunity, so then infection, then after that diarrhea, fever, vomiting, nausea, anorexia. So the all these the disorders causes the undernutrition of a person. So the next type of malnutrition, that is overnutrition. So overnutrition, with the name itself we can know that the excessive intake of nutrients. So excessive intake of nutrients, that is above the daily requirement and fulfillment of the body reserves of nutrients like over a prolonged period of time is known as overnutrition. So it is often characterized by excessive intake of calories or dietary fat, cholesterol. So for example, during obesity. Obesity is a condition wherein it is caused during the excessive intake of the nutrients. So as well as excessive consumption of protein supplements during workouts, that also results in a toxicity as well as overnutrition state. So this is all about malnutrition. Thank you.